Hi, and thank you for joining me today. Today, we have a very neat demo where we will be covering vulnerability management. Vulnerability management provides practitioners with a very efficient way of keeping track of their inventory while also tracking the potential threats and being provided with mitigation guidance as well. So, we're going to cover that in detail today. But first, let's go ahead and go through the contents of everything that we will cover. First, we're going to talk a little bit about myself, the speaker. Then, next, we're going to talk about the vulnerability management platform, and that is Greenbone Vulnerability Management Community Edition. And we'll also talk about the Splunk integration apps that come with Greenbone. We'll discuss the topology that I've deployed this environment in, and then we'll go into a live demo. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. My name's Gerald Perry. I've been in technical marketing for over 7 years. I've also been in information technology for well over 20 years, and it is my passion to bridge the gap between technology and its intended users. So, in other words, I love learning new technology and I love teaching people how to use that technology. I've worked with numerous Fortune 500 companies and I've helped numerous Fortune 500 companies reach their information technology goals. So, today we're going to be talking about GVM, Greenbone Vulnerability Management, and we're going to be using the Community Edition for this demo. GVM provides a network vulnerability scanner, which is comparable to Nessus, asset management, CVE correlation, remediation guidance, as well as really cool Splunk integration apps. So next, let's talk a little bit about my topology. I am using a Windows 11 laptop, and on that Windows 11 laptop, I have the Splunk Enterprise free trial version installed. I'm also using on the same laptop Ubuntu 20.04 because I'm running the subsystem for Linux. And on that Ubuntu virtual machine, I have Docker Compose installed. And on Docker Compose, I am running the Greenbone Vulnerability Management Platform Community Edition. So now that we've talked about my topology, we've talked about the technology that we're going to cover today, and we've talked a little bit about myself, let's go ahead and jump right into the demo. So now we're at the Greenbone Community Edition login page, so let's go ahead and log into the platform. And as you can see, once we log in, we're taken to a dashboard that is very informative. It provides information on what is actually taking place within the scans that you ran within the platform. And if you go here, you can actually customize the dashboard and add new panels based on the different types of detections that are more relevant to your environment. So it gives you a lot of flexibility to create some really cool dashboards that are self-contained within the vulnerability management platform itself. So now let's go ahead and go to the Scans tab because this is where the magic happens. So when you look here, you can see all of the different items here, and I'm running this scan at home. So of course there's different things such as Chromecast, HP printer, and things of that nature. But let's go ahead and take a look at something here that I've ran, and this is self-contained, which within a Docker container, and this is my Metasploitable service. So let's go ahead and click the status to get to the report. And when we go into the report, it provides information on all of the results. It provides information on the actual host, the ports that are running on this particular platform, all of the applications that are running here, what the operating system is, what are all the CVEs that it found, and what are all of the actual TLS certificates that it found. So let's go ahead and go back to the results, and let's find a result that we want to go ahead and drill down deeper into. Let's go ahead and go into this man-in-the-middle vulnerability here that was detected. So when we go into this, you can see that it provides a very detailed report. It gives you a summary, the detection results. It gives you some insights on what is actually taking place here, tells you the detection method, tells you the impact, but the solution is the most important because it provides you with some next step guidance. So if you're being overwhelmed in your environment, you have so many different vulnerabilities that are being detected, this platform, which is free, is really cool because it will provide you next steps. And that is pretty powerful to get you going and solving issues. Gives you the CVEs that are detected, all of the different information, relevant information it provides. And you can click on this and go directly to a detailed page that gives you more information on what these are all about. And another thing that you can actually do here that is really cool is you can go to the remediation tickets. As you can see here, I've created a ticket based on another scan that I've ran, and I've assigned that ticket to myself. However, because this integrates with your LDAP environment, you can assign the tickets to anyone that is a part of your SecOps team, and you can do live triage directly within the platform. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Splunk and see how the integration works. So within the Splunk apps, you will find two applications for Greenbone. One here, the add-on, what this does is it provides an ingest parser so that it will normalize data to be received from the Greenbone Vulnerability Management platform. And this right here provides really cool visualizations and dashboards. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those dashboards. So when we go to the actual Splunk Enterprise here, you'll see that I have a Greenbone app here, and I'll click that. And here you'll see this is one of the dashboards that is already pre-configured for you. Provides a lot of detailed information on the alerts that your Greenbone platform is detecting in your environment. So you may have less than me, you may have more. It all depends on what you have running in your environment. So it is very detailed, gives you a lot of information. You can use the power of Splunk to then go ahead and triage further and do some really cool things based on the capabilities of the Splunk Enterprise platform. So the integration is very detailed and gives you a lot of cool tools to get you on your way to vulnerability management success. All right, next let's talk about how you will get started. So in the description of this video, you will find a link to my GitHub repository. That repository will provide you all of the information that you need to get your own lab environment going. You'll need a Splunk Enterprise free trial, so you'll have to go register at Splunk to get that. I'm installing the Greenbone Vulnerability Management platform using Docker Compose, but if there's another method that you prefer, you can do it the way you want to. You can find Greenbone directly on the website, and you'll find all that information in my GitHub repository. So once you go there, you'll be up and running in no time. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot about vulnerability management in this demo, and I hope you learned how a freeware community edition of Greenbone Vulnerability Management coupled with Splunk can get you on your way to vulnerability management success. Thank you for joining me, and happy threat hunting.